Hi everyone.
Hello, good evening.
This is Gina Luisa,
And Buddy.
and we're here for another good open
Open
discussion.
discussion.
I know we usually do it in the morning. We've done it in the afternoon, and even in the evening. This is a night one. The fairy. That's the parrot. We have a senator. Right. Hey, parrot. She put in her 2 cents.
She likes to say hello.
Yeah, she does. We're gonna start again like the usual way, Just jump right in. It's
Always a
for
good
you.
thing there.
Morning and the night.
Mm. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, today over here, the humidity lifted. It's just gorgeous out there. So, I got the grill going, and and I'll say, we were like sorry. So
Oh.
when they said, oh, she's out in the backyard sawing wood, they don't mean sleeping.
That's for sure.
Yeah. You'll see there's holes in my dress, and that's what they're probably in my ankles. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So put a piece of meat out there and some.
Oh, a bunch of vegetables.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh my God, fresh sage.
Oh.
We had a piece of beef this time, and fresh sage and pick it all on there, and the regular potatoes and the sweet potatoes and onions and peppers and corn.
It was a good meal.
Mwah. Right, so of course, time got away.
And here we are.
And here we are, thinking, okay.
Just a little say hello.
Yeah, so the light might be like screwed up. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Right? Is it fiery? Yes, looks terrible. Oh, whatever. So, But anyway,
Here we are.
Here we are. So, what do you want to discuss?
Well, I just wanted to mention that, well, of course, we've seen a lot of things coming about the raid on President Trump's home.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like they've really come out with much of anything significant.
Of course not.
It certainly looks like they
Yeah.
shot themselves in the foot again.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching Donald Trump in his life for like years. Anyway, right?
Two impeachments, investigations.
Yeah, when did they think all this corruption happened?
Craziness.
He's been up and up for years and years and years and years and years, right? We know this. I mean, some of us know it. Yeah. But
Those
anyway,
of us, yes.
no, you know what this is? This is a smoke screen. This is because we're finding out with Hunter and oh my God, the Hillary and Trump and all that crap going on, and then
scurrying like rats.
Yeah,
off a sinking ship.
Right, and then there's Pelosi and her son.
Oh.
Right, so this is like a smoke screen. They're gonna a lot of lights and a lot of look here, look over here, look over here, look over here. It's so hilarious, but really that's all it is, Like you said, rats jumping off a sinking ship, whatever, trying to hide that they're doing that. They're like, hey, you all look over there, and so you won't see the rats who are on trying to but they're coming down. I mean, it's just foretold. It's funny to sit and watch it, like from this point of view, from the godly point of view, watching it all unfold. It's funny how blatantly evil they are. I mean, it's sad. Yeah, it's sad too. It's so sad for the people inflicted, like the people of Ukraine or the Chinese people. Like, I just love people so much, every color, from the whitest white to the darkest dark. And I'm somewhere freaking in the middle. I don't know what color. I'm not white. I mean, that's what I'm not, and I'm not like, a black or a brown or I don't know what you call a Mediterranean. Who cares, right?
Exactly. We're all the perfect color.
We are all the perfect. That's why God made us. We
infinite
are like woven
variety
tapestries. We're like each our own scroll of perfect music. Like, oh my God, every human being, like every tree, is It might be an Oak Street, but every one of them, is just so beautiful. I'm someone who just loves, okay, and I love people,
People and nature and
nature, and
everything
that's what's
that's
gonna win,
beautiful.
So all of the crap, like, you hear what I did? I sent in some of my original music. I sent in a piece to America's Got Talent. God, oh my God, when God asks me to do something, right, I gotta freaking do it. It's just
That's it.
so we're like driving along, and I'm like, what, right? And I've gotten into the habit now of telling out loud what God
Hmm.
says to me, and I never used to. But we've been living in the same dwelling forever, and friends, for freaking eons. So, I just tell him, like, oh my God wants me to send in, you know, to America's Got Talent, and so I was gonna send in a nice jazz piece, but he wanted me to send in a piece that you know, says that I am God's little girl. You
Oh,
know, that's what I am.
sure.
Right?
Certainly are.
Right? God wanted me to alert, because America's Got Talent, like, it's like, the Queen Mum's eyes and ears or whatever, like, sift out fine talent,
Uh,
whatever it is, they want to find innocence so they can corrupt it. If you look at all of the people that have gone through there, they find them and they're all natural and beautiful with these wonderful talents, and then give them a couple years, and they're all like, dressed in black with neck
uh,
collars and spikes or something, and they all suddenly think they're transgender.
a couple of them
Oh
have
my
actually
God. Yeah,
died.
yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
not.
Yeah, if you don't want to march
Mm,
along, You know why? Oh, because death, die. Oh, that's the new thing now. They want people who are sick and dying.
uh,
That's like, oh my God, they're trying to pull at heartstrings. Anybody to like pay attention to it. Sure. And it's funny, and you know, I don't want. I didn't want, to trade my anonymity, but God said I had to. So I sent it to, and God did that so to show them that I'm on this planet. Like,
mhm.
no
Here
matter
we
what you
are.
do, I'm born here. You know what I mean? And God's Christ consciousness doth dwell in this creature.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sure of that. Like, it took me 62 years to like,
Yeah.
to want to tell anybody else, that. It doesn't matter because to me, I look at it this way. Every single one of you on this planet has the exact same opportunity, pretty much, to get it, to care if I'm in here. So, like I always ask to God, like, what the hell? What's the difference? But I'm the
Pure
one.
heart.
I'm the one who, from my very beginning, wrote it down, just me and God. And I guess I'm the one who holds it in here. And so, I am your tool guide. I don't care. Even though, like that movie, Joan of Arc, you know what that's to show you? It's like, don't you dare say you talk to God, or we'll come and
Mhm.
kill you. We'll burn you at the stake.
That's
You
what it
know,
was
and
about.
and and so, like, no matter how many lifetimes have been ripped apart and squished and burnt, and it's like, that like, we what was the movie? Oh, Groundhog Day. Yeah, it's kind of like that. In the large scheme, the reality of things, the people who speak like this, they understand that we are born, and we live this life to learn, to 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 raise our consciousness, to come through this life, and then we will be born into another life. You know, many people have come to understand this. You know, we have always been, when we're reading about our history, The cool people that lived back then, that's us. Okay? When you're reading anything from the past, if they were then, okay, then they are now. You know, energy cannot be created and destroyed. If you are now, then of course you were then. Yeah. That's why we come back and 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 we come back with different scenarios to teach our souls the lesson it needs to turn us toward God. Just make us say, hey, we're free on this earth. You know, things grow. The water springs from the earth. If we don't pollute and we take care of nature and we take care of each other, you know. Yeah. And you know what, Buddy and I have learned too, that, you know, a human female and a human male can become really good friends without sex being involved.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly. We've known each other forever, you know, and you know, what a person loves on the inside is all that matters. People can be friends and best friends and care the best about each other and want the best for each other. You know, when you meet somebody in this life, you know how many people on this earth? There's a lot of them. Okay, if you say to yourself, I've been reincarnated and reincarnated and reincarnated and reincarnated, okay, that some people in this life are meant to be your friends are very hard to come by. Very good point.
Oh, yes.
But those things your soul knows, you gotta let your soul know it. Not trying to squish somebody into a box they don't belong. You gotta figure when you meet somebody in this life that they're not gonna be the right one. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be Mr. Right until it proves otherwise. Okay? Then you'll know. You'll know. It's the problem with relationships that I see is people like hurry up and try to stick somebody with each other, and no matter how miserable you make each other, you stay. Like some fucking commitment, it makes it a commitment to something stupid doesn't make you noble. Okay, no more than like, you know, being an inbred dread makes you elite.
Exactly.
Yeah. The times we're in are the Armageddon. Okay. Yeah, I am the Gina Louisa. I can't help it. You know, it's what I was born as. I'm witnessing me throughout my life, talking to God my whole entire life. Who else has that happen?
Nobody.
Right?
Of course not.
Oh my God, it's like crazy, and I can't deny it.
No.
Right? If I deny it, then I deny it for myself, and I deny it for the whole world, you know? So, you know, I am here for everyone. And the good open discussion means you can ask me anything. And Gina Louisa is going to tell you the absolute truth of it.
We will try and give you the best answer we can.
Yeah. He's very honest person here, Buddy. You know?
Definitely.
I mean, good open discussion. He's not a very talkative person.
Well, I try to be.
And I mean, like, we can spend an entire day, and if I'm not the one talking, I can sit there quiet. And not much gets said. And that's just the way we are. You don't have to change who you are to try to fit into a box, okay? We are created what we are. But I'm trying to show people that God is a reality. You know, that love is a reality. And we are made perfectly. And, you know what God has always told me too about time, you know. If you don't think about time, time won't think about you, Gina, you know. And I was saying, like, and I asked him about, like, aging, you know, how come people age? And he says, you know, because your skin is always being made. It's constantly being made. And if you put something on it, then it's gonna get all squished up and wrinkly, and it's gonna die, and it won't breathe, and
it won't be a good thing.
Yeah, and that's what happens when it starts getting like all dead and wrinkly and starts dripping off your face, you know, because you've got an excess of it. You know, I am brand new every day because I'm, you know what, every day, like your saliva is an emollient, you know, it's salivary amylase, which is in an emollient, and you have a digestive enzyme, okay, which kind of like turns your dead skin into collagen with your fresh new skinny stuff. Okay? Your pores, they kind of like open and, I mean your no, your pores, okay, and you got fingerprints that open and close, and the way your fingerprints kind of like do like this, that they're made to like as you go round and round like this, right? It opens your pores and it brings all that fresh blood to the surface, right? And it's like that's like, and my hair. Filaments. Your hair is
yeah.
is filaments. We are made. We have only really three layers, right? We have our guts and our skin is all one, and we have our bones, right?
It's what we're made of.
Yeah, and then of course you have you have the endoskeleton and the exoskeleton, and then of course you have your organs. Okay, that's like you ever see like a cell? They get the organs that are kind of like they do their job. Okay, what we are really, if you was to look at a human being without all of our outside cool stuff, we're kind of like this big jellyfish thing, really.
Yeah.
It's like it's got like the two halves of the brain, one that
One
scans,
on one side, one on the other.
one that scans very logically like this, one that sees, and the other side which sees all the things in between, no straight lines at all. Then the heart, which is everything, okay, is as if you have this jellyfish that down here is right here is where is the brain central. Do you know that your heart is the thinking thing? The heart is everything. Okay, it's where we are. It's where we think, where we react, and your
It
heart
all comes from the heart.
your heart sends the impulses to the brain, and your brain is like the computer hub that then okay, I get the information and then I send it out to the rest of the body. But your heart is where
it
it's
all
at.
comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah. The first thing that happens when all that when you start you divide it, and then when you've got there's enough cells to become a human being, you know what the first thing that happens is boom, boom.
Heartbeat begins.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That divine spark. Okay? Look at me. 62 years old. Am I full of shit or not? No. Okay. You cannot take youth and add it to you. It comes from the inside out. Okay?
Yes.
Human
You're
beings were
only
meant.
as young as you feel and as you
We were
act.
really meant to last a long time.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It is when you think that you're getting old and dying, you will get old and die because it's what you believe. Okay? Your heart is in despair. Oh, gee. No, you
Use your good food and natural herbs
and
and
understand
medicines to
that
make yourself the best you can possibly be.
we are divine creatures and we have wisdom. And this earth is created, this alive realm that we are part of, and in, okay? Like, is got everything we need to keep us perfectly healthy. It's up to us and use our wisdom to discern what is good from not
Good
good.
and not
Okay,
good.
and as we pass on truth to the next generation, we make the next generation better. And we are the
Better and
only
better.
creatures it seems who like fuck our kids over, like instead of helping. All creatures nurture their young.
Hmm.
Human beings, we've just been inside out and upside down, okay? We have that free will, okay? The free will to be a divine, godly creature, or be something else. Hmm? Why would you choose to be anything else? A slave to paper, or a bit thing, or a rock that's been melted up and pressed,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, the things you do. See, God, you can't say to God, well, I was just following orders. He's going to smack you in the
They
back of
were
the head,
bad
and
orders.
back in life you come. Ah, that you don't get a free ride because, oh, I was just this and I was just that. Well, everybody else does it, and no, you don't get
Not
a
at all.
free ride in life anymore. in this lifetime. I mean, we've been incarnated. You know how many times? Okay, how long do you think your time has been? You debate about it. Who gives a frick, right? How many times have it's like incarnated. This time that we're in is like, hello. Mm. God is challenging you to be smart.
Best time ever.
Right. No matter what you've done in the past, if like Buddy, he show me hair. Okay, he just started growing his hair. You know why you should grow your hair? Because, like I said, it's a filament that God gave us. When you hear about National Geographic and they tell you about a creature, and they'll say, yes, they use this part of their body to do that. Well, okay, these are
Very important thing.
filaments. They translate and they help. Yeah, if they're wires, if you look at one in the sunlight, you can see it's like, just color, and there you can see it's beautiful. They transmit light. They're like fiber optic cables. It's really what they are. Okay, and each one, and as you put your fingers through them, you also translate the vibration as well as the light. In healing your whole body, from your nose to your toe, you should touch yourself and rub yourself and stretch yourself at night. See his hair? Yeah, he's only been growing it, what now? 4 or 5 years now?
About that, yep.
Yeah. It's helped him become a much more like self-aware person, healthier, right?
Definitely a good thing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Helping him start to become a little more talkative. He's definitely becoming a little bit more like, we do the video things and, exactly. We do, which we will do after this is an alchemy, which
all things begin at the beginning.
All things begin at the beginning. I just want you to know that I'm here, okay? God made me so. And you listen to my poetry. My poetry it was my diary, just me and God talking to each other. And I never thought that I'd be like sharing it with anybody. But when God asks of me, like one of the first things it says,
beautiful.
When God asks all he does for me, instead
message.
of running to hide, I'd rather meet my maker saying, well, at least I tried.
There you go.
And on that note, it is I, Gina Luisa.
And Buddy.
With this evening's good
open discussion. Yeah.